Okay, problem number 2. We're supposed to name each of the following. In other words, we're supposed to find, RT, PS, QU, and list them under altitude, median, perpendicular bisector, or angle bisector. So of course, to do that, we need to remember what each one of these things is. So let's just review that real quick. An altitude is a segment that's starting from a vertex, and then it ends perpendicular to a side. Whoa, what happened there? But yeah, perpendicular. Vertex to perpendicular. That's what an altitude is. A median is a segment that starts at a vertex and it goes to the midpoint of a side. So vertex to a midpoint. A perpendicular bisector, it does not start at a vertex. It's really the only one that does not start at a vertex. Perpendicular bisector has to be perpendicular, and it has to be a bisector. So you just have to know what those two words mean. So it has to form a right angle, which of course is 90 degrees, and it has to, here comes the bisector part, it has to split the side in half. Okay, and in half means it's hitting the midpoint, and right angle means 90 degrees. Okay, so perpendicular bisector has to form a right angle and has to cut a side in half. Of course, an angle bisector, there's our word bisector again, meaning it's cutting something in half. What is it cutting in half? The angle. So it's a line or a ray or whatever that cuts the angle in half. Okay, basically it forms two congruent angles. So keep these definitions in your mind, and really you need to have them memorized. Okay, so now going back to the thing, look at RT for example. RT starts from a vertex and it is perpendicular to the other side. So that is an altitude. So RT is an altitude. Okay. Look at PS or SP. It starts at a vertex and it goes to a midpoint. Vertex to a midpoint, that's a median. So that's SP. Is there a perpendicular bisector? No. Okay, there are no perpendicular bisectors shown. This is a bisector, and it kind of looks like it might be perpendicular, but there's no box or anything, so we would just be guessing on that. But there is definitely an angle bisector, which is QU. It's an angle bisector. These little marks show us that it's splitting the angle in half. So that's number 2.